In a perfect world, I would turn on FaceTrack, but I'm trying to save y'all from the chores that I have for the day. As a mom of two, you know. And my fiance highlighted this thing that I have, that I know what I have, that I'm working on continuously every day. It's giving Mel Robbins, where I don't know how to push it back. So, in today's video, we're going to recap our event from last night. Very excited to do this while everything is still fresh. I will be supplying a lot of links in the description, as I've seen other content creators do this, and it saves y'all for having to ask, where'd you get this? Where'd you get that? Here's the information. Take it or leave it. Um, so, firstly, I'm getting on the walking path, and as I will have my hands stationary because I will also be sending a couple of emails. This is very crucial for me to put on my ankle, and I will link these in the description as well. So I'm gonna put this on. Allow me just a second. All right, now that's on, and we're gonna move the things that I need a little bit closer. So let me give y'all. All right, we're rocking. So day before yesterday, we were going to the mall. But prior to, I was already on the walking pad and doing my 5-month-old's hair while on the lowest speed possible, and I did hurt my left hip a little bit. I think it might have been the waist trainer that I had on. But yeah, just wanted to insert that because my leg is still hurting. I used the Theragun. I think I gotta use the Therabody TENS unit, and my fiance said that should straighten me out. So we'll probably do that if I remember to do it. Now, yesterday I recorded the takedown. I did enjoy. Always a learning experience. My fiance is how can I say this? I don't want to say he's a licensed photographer. He's a certified photographer, which is why I continue to promote him in all of my videos, because he is bomb.com. Like, it's not one of those support your man because he's an up and coming rapper. No, he knows his stuff. Like, and I love this. Before we get into the video, this video is brought to you by Cam Smith Trey Photography. Y'all, that was a tongue twister. I had to say it 3 times and I edited it out. With Cam Smith Trey Photography, you are getting boudoir shoots, baby shoots, newborn shoots, maternity shoots, events. At the moment, he is working on videography. If you guys need to get a video done for either a proposal or a wedding or an excitement that you have coming up, definitely make sure that you guys reach out to him. I am going to drop his information linked in the description, and let him know that your girl Yaya sent you, for a little dizzy. But we're working on getting things on and popping on this side. Now back to our video. I'm sorry. We're having protein pre-workout. I mean business today. In case you're wondering, my son is right in front of me in his chair, buckled in, not going anywhere, eating his oats, and my 5-month-old Toyota is napping away, so she should be up soon because I put her back down. I want to say around 7 something, and she usually does take a 3-hour nap in the mornings, so I'm assuming that's what she's on right now. I don't know. But just in case you were wondering how I'm on the walking path making content and the kids is not nowhere in the peripheral. I know you hear Miss Rachel in the background. Again, back to last night. Always a learning experience. We use the GoPro with our vision, bringing our visions to life. And prior to getting into the event, I posted a message in our Touch Pics Facebook group. So if you're using the Touch Pics platform to do your 360 photo booth business, I highly recommend joining the Facebook group. So I see always that people go in there and they ask questions and people answer. So as did I yesterday, because I couldn't figure out why at the end of my clips the last second was panning out of frame. Like, I don't know where the GoPro is going, but I'm like, what is this? And apparently I had already fixed it. By the time I went and asked for help, I just didn't realize it, I guess. I'm not sure. But there is an option if this is happening to you, or if it ever does happen. We like to be prepared. We don't like to be on the spot and not know what the fuck to do. So if this ever happens, there is a setting in the TouchPix app on the camera for GoPro where it has a checkbox for you to toggle whether you want to clip the last, no, trim the video at the end. That's what it was, trim the video at the end. And I'll insert a screenshot right here. Let me get space for the screenshot. See what it says? Alright, cool. Wanted to add that tip because I was already having some hurdles on the way. So, as I'm getting ready to head out, mind you, guys, this is the part that had me stressed because I knew that I had this booking for like 2-3 months now. Day of, I'm printing the flyers that are gonna go on the table. Day before, I'm creating the filters. Day of, I'm doing my hair and then having to wash my wig and fix the lace front. If you a girl, you know. I took the lace off to put it back on and noticed that it was tacky and it had a lot of gunk, and I was like, I'm not going out like this. It was a whole to do. And then the nails, to then find out that I make my own press-ons, to then say, oh, well, I'll just put the nails on in the car on the way because it's like an hour drive. I didn't even have nail glue. As a travel nail tech, I did not have nail glue. So I had to sit here and use the Gel X method. And luckily, the style that I used in these nails was clear. So I was able to use it because when I'm using color and I try to do Gel X, I have to put the nail on first and then apply the color. And what I'm trying to lessen is my UV light exposure. So I like creating the press-ons and then putting the nails on. So as I'm growing through these situations, I'm bringing you guys along with me. Now we're en route to the venue, and en route, I'm in the car, my fiance's driving. That's another thing. Having a car that will fit your 360 booth, definitely want to ensure if you haven't started a 360 business and you don't have a vehicle that fits the dimensions of your 360 booth, you're already tapping into money that you don't have. And I say that because I'm watching Canary Capitals. He is my unofficial mentor, and he had to rent a van every time he went out for a booking. So incorporating those fees into your booking is crucial so that you're not in the negatives, right? Now, as an entrepreneur, as we all are, I'm pretty sure I've had 3 official bookings so far. 3 official bookings. So in those 3 bookings, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I've officially made back my $1,000 investment in the 360. So right now we're just rolling. So I'm excited about that because as now continuing to branch out, doing collaborations, reaching out to DJs, reaching out to promoters, reaching out to event planners, venues, sending emails. We're on Google, like I'm doing the work, I'm focusing on the motion. I'm like, okay, we also gotta pay our bills. So the pay yourself part is where I'm gonna have this challenge because I'm like, okay, so when do I take the money to pay myself and do my nails if I want to? Get a pedicure, go for a spa, like, what's up? Not there yet, nowhere near there. So we're also doing DTF transfers, direct to film, but it's kind of like sublimation, except lit or sublimation. HTV, custom shirts, custom pants, custom joggers, custom everything. I started my brand off of apparel, fitness apparel. I do plan to continue venturing in that because once this body gets snatched, girl, I'm excited to see all these little cute pieces that I'll be in because branding is everything, promoting yourself is everything, and I'm getting off topic. I'm so sorry, but I'm just trying to say that as we're continuing to grow in this 360 space, I am learning that you can never be too prepared. My fiance came with me. Like I said, he's a photographer and he's working on videography. As we're getting the subject aligned in the center of the videos, I'm very thankful for him because we figured it out. There was something off with either the stabilization of the TouchPix app or the stabilization of the GoPro or the way that the rig that I have was placed. One of those three things were causing my videos to look like this. They looked like I was on Facebook trying to be cute and taking a sideways photo, or Snapchat, like, you know, from the edge, trying to get everything instead of it being live. So after a couple of people that got on the 360, we figured it out. So we're using wide for 1 to 2 subject, and then super view for 3 subjects. And in addition to that, my 360 booth can take up to 4 people, 4 small people. It can hold up to 1,200 pounds, according to the description. And as I'm seeing this 360, I'm seeing the people that are getting on and getting off, and I'm getting on and I'm getting off also. I want a much bigger 360 booth. I want a much bigger one. So in thinking about getting a much bigger one, I also have to take into account that I'm a very little person. So day before yesterday, Friday, I brought my 360 spinning booth down 15 flights of steps. And the way that I had it positioned on my legs, and I'm going to insert that video because I recorded, I have black and blues in the inside of my hip just a little bit, and the inside of my legs. So yeah, I'm watching my fiance lift this 360 out of here, and you know, he just had a minor injury playing basketball, so I know his back is not, you know, that great. I was telling him, I'm like, and I want a bigger one. So that's another thing to take into consideration. I am going to search and find out how much my 360 booth weighs. I would not be surprised if it weighs at least 100 pounds. I would not be surprised. 80, because I can lift overhead press 90 pounds without an issue. But now we're talking about full body motion. It's in balance and it's in front of me. Yeah, so more squats. More squats, more weights, especially since, like I said, I want a bigger one. But that's something to take into account when it comes to sizing and your size of a person. So one thing that I'm thinking about is, okay, everybody go 1 to 2 people, 1 to 2 people. But last night they asked me, can 3 of us go? I'm like, well, it can take up to 4. But I just try not to overdo it. So 3 is okay. And then when I saw the 3 people that were coming on, I'm like, okay, that's a lot of weight. And it's not that they were obese. It was just like, you know, it's people. It's like 4 of me. And the sizing of the 360 spinning booth, it will take the weight, but I don't want to overwork my 360 booth. So from now moving forward, we're going to stick to 2 people. And then when they ask, I have to see what 3 people before I can say yes or no. So there's a lesson, because I said, yeah, sure, no problem. After I had just told my fiance, I was like, honestly, her dress, the birthday girl's dress, was flowy, and I was like, I don't want it to get caught in the 360 arm. So that could have just been an excuse. Like, I don't want anyone's stuff to get caught, and the lack of space, because I would like for there to be at least 5 inches of space in front of them, going all the way around. So I'm gonna put a pin on that. That's a note for me. And they went on, it was no issue. I'm starting the clip here. So this is the before. And then this is the after. not complaining. I loved it. And after they got off, my fiance and I were getting to talking, and we were considering trying one more time with 3 people using SuperView on the GoPro. And with SuperView, here is the before. Here is the after. Much better. As like I said, this is our 3rd booking. I bought the 360 for our baby shower in June. Baby shower, I think, was June 29th. So I bought the 360 booth for our baby shower. It was an investment. And now I'm like, alright, cool. This is cute. This is great. I plan to keep growing, keep elevating. But first, we're working on the motion. So the business is going to buy the next 360. I'm going to create a separate fund for the next 360 that we're going to get and start searching, because I have an idea of which one I want. I'm not too sold on all the LEDs situation that be going on the bottom. I don't know yet. I have an idea of what I want, because I want my 360 booth to be able to take up to 5 people, and that just allows us to price ourselves better. So right now you can go on my website and you can see how much I rent my 360 booth for here in New York. I'm in New York, and I love that I have that price there, because people coming from Google, Facebook, Instagram, these groups on Facebook, wherever they're coming from, they're coming to my website, and the price is the price. The price is the price, because now it's not a just referral base. Is this person's interested and they want to book. This is how much we're charging. When we're talking about transparency, let's talk about transparency. I love a good deal. I love a good sale. I love exclusivity. So I've gotten into the habit of creating a sale for the first week or 2 of every month. So the first week or 2 of every month, I'm trying to make ends meet. Excuse me, because I got bills to pay. So I'm like, I don't care who it is, what it is. $200 an hour, $350 for 2 hours, $500 for an entire event. And as we're heading out yesterday, I'm like, we about to make $500 for this entire event. Like, did they really need a 360 for the whole event, bro? Like, the whole one? And when we got there, I was like, okay, cool. I get it. As we're getting there, I get it. Like, it was very calm, it was chilled, it was laid back, it was very, personal. It was 316. I loved it. I'm glad that we were there the entire time. So I'm learning as I go. Because before we even left the house, I was like, they want us for 5 hours. What? And I'm not even the middleman in this situation. My fiance is leading this last booking that we had, so he has all the information, and I'm just tagging along for the ride, which I appreciate. I don't mind dealing with the clients, but I don't like being, the first person. I like being in the back sometimes. So I think it depends on the situation and who the person is. But when we're talking about price, so the first 360 booking that I did, I believe it was 400, if I'm not mistaken. It could have been 300 or 400. And that was for, I think it was like 2-3 hours. Then the second 360 booking, I did it for, I believe, $375 for 2 hours. She was a friend of mine. It was for her daughter's 25th birthday. And again, I was running a sale. I was texting people, sending them a paragraph of what we have. Hey, I just got this 360 booth. This is what it comes with. This is the price up until this date. You have to reserve at least 50% deposit to secure your date. And this can stack. So if you want to use it on 2024, because it was October, the rest of 2024 or into 2025, the 2 week sale that I'm doing applies to the entire year. You can even do it for next year, but you're planning ahead. I got nanos. We locked in. We good. We straight. We can apply to another booking, maybe, if that's in the contract. That's another thing I gotta work on. I gotta print on my contracts. So that's the second one. Now this third one, I sent my fiance the script that I've been sending people, because he asked me. He was like, "Oh, how much are you charging?" My fiance asked. And I was like, "Well, I'm currently running a sale, so you can send them this if you'd like. However, if you know that they can pay, the price is the price, then send them that. You know, you gauge it." So I give people the opportunity to price. I give my fiance the opportunity to price. So he told him 500. Then we got to the event. He said 450. It's perfectly fine with me. I'm not complaining. I'm not in need. I'm here to provide a service. Now moving forward, I love this because I like to be paid beforehand. I don't do the pay me after the service type of situation. I don't even like having money conversations. So to avoid the pressure of talking about money, I get that out of the way right away. We're currently also on Thumbtack, and I put my fiance on there for his photography services within a 5 mile radius. I updated it because I was negative 949 on Thumbtack with this photography stuff because everybody was inquiring and nobody was booking. So far, we've had 2 bookings done and completed on Thumbtack, made $475 that my fiance told me I could keep because he doesn't need it. I need it. I don't have a job. And you want the iPad? Yeah. Okay. In one moment, I'll get you the iPad, okay? Give me 1 moment, and I'll get it for you. And clean your hands? Yeah? Alright, give me 1 moment, I'll come in. And then I now secured another booking for May 18th for photography. I charged them $270 for what they want. They said, "Hey, can I pay you something up front and then pay the rest later?" I was like, "Of course." Can you say of course? Of course. I had them send me $135. I told them whenever you're ready, no pressure. We had a little scuffle. Let me pause this. Let's get the baby cleaned, and I'll be back. Give me a second.